Hi everyone, welcome to the Football Takes. And we have one brand new guest and an old timer. And as usual, we have to welcome our brand new guest. And he's also
Yeah,
representing the Mancunians, which is sorry, a pitiful, but we encourage diversity over here. So introduce yourself, uh, Mancunian.
Uh, Hi everyone. My name is Ekene. I'm a Man United fan, and
Correct.
beyond that, I'm a football fan. I love football. I love good football. If you're on the side of good football, I'm for you, right? So if you tend to the side of showbiz, YouTube, Instagram, and not football, then I'm at war with you officially. Understand? Yeah. So this is me and football. Thank you very much.
That's good. Over to our already existing guest, Stephen. Uh, it's now been a good weekend for you, and we would have to start from you. So, what do you make of your performance, Liverpool performance this weekend?
yeah, I think with the performance today, I think it brings clarity what what an slot is about, right? I kind of perceive the match with PSG and as well the one with Newcastle to have some kind of similarities in the fact that probably he hasn't been on this kind of stage before because looking at those matches, they weren't, especially the second match against PSG rather, and the one with Newcastle, there wasn't any like clear tactics said he wants to play out or stuff like that. Because in my head, I'm thinking, why sit back against Newcastle in the first half and try to play out of the back or whatever he was trying to do without actually having any teeth? Because I feel if you want to sit back, then you should have the players for that, right? If you want to play attacking football, I think your players like the likes of Gravenberg are not designed to do that kind of football. They are designed to play attacking kind of football, take initiative, be inventive. That's where you use them for. But when you want to sit back, just play Wataru Endo, play the people that are designed for that. But I think what got to him is the stage. I feel what is very clear is that this is not a space that he has been in. Sorry, kind of a big stage playing for competition, playing for titles at this level. I think that's what's become clear. I feel his decision making staggered, and yeah, at least with PSG in the first leg, he knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to go and defend. He wanted to go and sit back, and yeah, it paid off at the end. But everybody knew that yes, this guy came here to come and sit back. But when PSG came to Anfield, he was trying to, I don't know, he was indecisive whether he wants to sit back or he wants to attack. And I
So
guess I guess with
are
this
you
match
saying
now
there's
against
a
Newcastle and
hangover
with this
from the?
indecisiveness again, I see.
Are you saying there's a hangover from the PSG match that carried over to this?
No, I'm
Uh,
just saying not a hangover per se, but well, I think what has become clear is the fact that he has not been in this space of playing big competitions at this high level. Because I think if I couldn't definitively say this is what an slot was playing in the first half, whether he was packing the bus or he was playing out of whether he was trying to press Newcastle. Because you could see in the second half when we were now a goal down, right, and he was trying to take initiative and play some kind of attacking football, then immediately he started playing intricate passes, and you could see that those players now had the ability to do that, right? And then you could now see that he was trying to do something. You could now see what he was trying to do, right? But
all right.
in the first
Yeah,
half, none of that was anywhere to be
that's
found.
that's fine. I'll keep my take on it and just get what our new guest Ekene thinks about that match, that Carabao Cup, because it was a scintillating match. So, but I'll get to that after Ekene gives drop some bits on it.
Well, for me, first of all, I said I want to agree with what the Liverpool fan is saying. I very much agree with him because what he has said I think that's clearly what the case was. Um,
So
personally,
the shoe was too big for him. He's not been at the stage. That's what you guys are
yeah,
concluding at.
something like that. Because personally, I like Arne Slot. The moment he came into Liverpool, I mean, obviously, we've suffered new coaches coming into our teams and asking for time, give us time, and all of that. He didn't need time. He went straight to the job when he came in. People started seeing results.
Yeah.
You know, mid-season, people were still seeing results. Still about even last 2 weeks in the league, we are still seeing results with him. He's been consistent in the league. But I like him. I like the way he plays football. Each time I watch Liverpool play football, I see an essence of dynamism. I see how the players move, the midfielders move, how they switch positions and all of that, create spaces, create chances, and all of that. They're inventive, they're innovative. I like that for him. But what you can't deny is the fact that he hasn't been at this level before. And then being at this level is this is the killer level. This is where the top coaches are. So these are tournament games. These are do or dies, right? If you lose, you go home.
Yeah.
For the league, you can lose and come back next week and win and keep winning. No pressure. But
So
this, you go home.
No
So
pressure.
so
you
what's
need,
different? So what has changed from like a team that was winning, that have only lost one match over the course of the season in the league?
yeah,
What's changed from the PSG match where they looked like they weren't even half decent over the two legs in terms of performance? In terms of result, they showed something, but in terms of the performance, PSG literally played them out of the park. And
yeah,
then now coming to Newcastle game, also it seemed Newcastle wanted it more. It seemed like the players, Newcastle players, wanted it more. Like they were showing that heart on the pitch.
yeah,
Even
um,
tactics aside, the
yeah,
Newcastle players were up for it. They were up for the game.
yeah, yeah. So I'm going to say this because even from the first leg of PSG, the PSG tie, from that first leg, where Liverpool got the lucky winner at the dying
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah,
I knew Liverpool were out of the game. There is no point because for PSG, they don't know how else to play football than to play what you've seen.
yeah,
So they will have to play their game. They have to dominate, they have to play and keep playing. So why I keep saying that he has not been at this level is I think is the pressure of playing at this level. Because what he has done is for both matches,
yeah,
PSG also, he has tried to tweak his tactics. So against PSG for the very first time, I saw Liverpool under an slot sitting back. For what? So, and someone was telling me, oh, it's about PSG. PSG is playing, is dominating, is their game, they are pushing, and they don't have an option to relax. And then I was saying to my friend Chimde, these guys are sitting back on purpose. I think Slot has asked this team to sit back. And then after the match in the press conference, he confirmed, I mean, he gave a notion that this is their plan.
yeah, yeah. I understand. I think
Said
two
it.
things can be true there.
Yeah. So he said,
They can sit. He told them to sit back, but the
yeah.
amount of the depth of the back that they sat was actually due to the pressure from PSG. He didn't tell them to sit back almost to their own 18-yard box. And even Allison said that yes,
So
the
the
quality of
question,
the opposition uh, uh,
but
inf- impacted the
but the
way
question
they played the game.
the question is why would Arne Slot ask Liverpool to sit back? Even if you ask them to sit back 75% or sit back half of the pitch,
Yeah,
why would you ask them to sit back in the first place? So
because
this is the thing.
yeah,
Because the top coaches, the Ancelottis, the Guardiolas, they don't care. They will play their game. Even when Klopp was there, you play your game, beat me, you beat me, but I will play my game.
Exactly.
I can't sit my game for you.
Exactly. That's it.
You know. So I can't go back
That's it.
because of you. If you are going to beat me 5-0 because I'm coming back,
That's it.
and guess what? Imagine if Liverpool had come out
Exactly.
to play football. Who knows how
but
it would
but
have.
they came out in the
Exactly.
second leg, and it would have been worse if PSG had their shooting
They
boots on.
didn't.
No, they didn't. They didn't play. They didn't play what they. It just
They didn't
You're
come out.
saying
Liverpool didn't come
no.
out in the second
You're
leg.
saying they didn't play what they used to play. I'm not saying they played what they used to play, but they came out, they played an attacking style of football. And even if like the most chances that PSG got was when Liverpool were playing their way. That was when they were getting those one-on-one. Bakula was in and out, and they were getting into
Liverpool didn't come out in the second. Liverpool
second
didn't come out
leg.
in the
You guys,
second
No,
leg per se.
I don't
If you
think.
see Liverpool, if you see Liverpool against Southampton, if you see Liverpool
the
against
PSG is not Southampton.
the
No,
likes of
you don't have to. You don't have to talk about
Portsmouth,
when Liverpool face
no,
Man
no,
City. When they face Man City,
yeah.
when they face Man City,
When you see, yes,
they switch themselves on and
yes,
they play football.
yeah, you see those inventiveness. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say. When you see Liverpool against these teams, right? You see the inventiveness of Gravenberch. That is the pivot of the midfield. You see how he's able to spin or to turn or to counter press. None of that was seen in the first and the second leg. You get, so that's why I've said
But
he tries to be
of course.
dynamic. He tried to be dynamic in his game, in the way he played, and that for me, I interpreted it
Okay,
as tentativeness,
okay,
right?
okay.
Trying to to adjust to the stage, right? Rather than play your football, he's trying to adjust to the stage. The same thing with Newcastle. I have played Newcastle over 2 legs in the
Yeah,
Premier League. It wasn't like this. I don't like literally. I didn't have any initiative throughout the match, right? So Newcastle had all the initiative, and this even Gravenberch was nowhere to be found in this same match. Gravenberch that would take the initiative and
But
beat the
this
press.
match,
None of that was seen, and so
this
this is why I tell you that
this
in
match.
this particular case, you could see that he's playing to the stage.
So
yeah.
this match, your what you're saying is true, but I'm thinking like it's not true because even in this match with the sample size that like when Newcastle when Liverpool started playing well or playing for going forward, Newcastle had ample chances. It's not like I think the way he's playing in a way to minimize the damage that might happen.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's
Also against Brighton earlier this season, Brighton had ample chances, but that didn't
yeah.
mean
So
that Liverpool did lost the match. We still won the match clearly. So that's what I'm trying to say. He's tweaking. You having chances is not a problem. Yeah, you're trying to contain the stage, but you're not playing your game. That's the
yeah.
point. The point is
So
that you're
you're
not
saying
playing your
he
game,
needs
and
to
the
be
fact that you're
playing
not
his
playing
game.
your game means that you are taking away initiative. You are taking away initiative from the quality of the players you have in your team. Do you understand? Because if you come
Yeah,
into the match playing Soboslai, covering, tracking back, because Soboslai didn't track back today, right? The main ability of Soboslai, which is an energy, right? And
yeah.
tracking back. He didn't use any of that today because of what? Because he was sat back. Then you come to talk about McAllister trying to contain a chaotic game. He doesn't need to do that because the game is no longer chaotic. The whole initiative is at Newcastle, is with Newcastle. Then you talk about Gravenberch beating high presses and taking initiatives to like release Salah and the right of them. He's no longer doing that because he sat back. So those are not even the players. If you wanted to pack the boss, bring in Wataru Endo, bench Gravenberch, and then you play your game. Pack your boss, and you do
Well,
that. But you cannot use the
that's
same players and try to do something different. That's what I'm telling you, that he's playing to the stage. And yes, that's understandable because he hasn't been in this space before.
so
And
you're saying
for
we're getting
me,
a
for
better
me,
slot next season then.
yeah,
Better slot, better
he should
He
Liverpool.
should.
he should learn from experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
If I was a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't blame him that
I think
much. I
can
mean,
I
this is
your microphone.
Yeah.
my mic is what
Your
I could
microphone.
hear him clearly.
you should be
Okay.
able to hear me.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. I think
Yeah.
because he
So
went out
Yeah,
before.
I'm
Yeah.
hearing you clearly.
sorry.
Yeah.
So I was saying that he should be able to make an improvement from what has happened in the past 1 week, in the past
Yeah.
today
Yeah.
and against PSG, because if you want to be a top
Yeah.
coach, these are the moments, right? This same Newcastle, remember
Exactly.
Manchester United under Ten Hag, we beat Newcastle in the this same cup finals.
Yeah.
We beat them, and at the time we beat them, we weren't particularly a great team. We've never been a great team in the past 12 years,
Yeah.
anyways. But we are not there. But we turned up, and what's their name? Newcastle will always get physical. They will always get physical. They have talks for midfielders. That's their way to play
Yes.
football. But Ten Hag managed to find a way around them.
Exactly.
Ten Hag came on with his counter attack, Garnacho and all those boys that used to run down the wings for him. He left the midfield fighting for them. Have a Bruno that will throw the passes up there so that they will keep running. That's how we won the match. So I expect and expect. Like I said, I like him as a coach. I've seen his work. I like what he's doing, but I expect that he improves and makes himself better by next season.
Right. That's good. But
Yeah. Yeah.
congratulations to Newcastle anyway, because I think they played a very good game.
Yeah.
They were more up for it, and also they had a set plan of like capitalizing on the set pieces.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Liverpool was defending set pieces
Exactly.
with Danburn, McAllister marking Danburn.
McAllister.
That was a mismatch.
Yeah.
But moving on to
Yeah.
the Premier League. So where do we start?
But I feel if it wasn't McAllister, if it wasn't McAllister, it would still be someone else, because every Newcastle player is literally a giant.
Those
So
guys
I
are
mean, I
those
don't think
guys
it
are
makes much
dogs.
of a difference.
Those guys are
Yeah.
dogs, and their
Yeah.
team has been helped by
Mm,
Isak, the presence of Isak. And
yeah.
I mean, I expect Isak to make
Yeah.
an important move this summer. People are going to come with money, but Newcastle
Yeah.
these days, if you are going to deal with them in terms of business, I think you have to have some cash if you are coming to them for Isak. But I expect people
Yeah.
to see. So it will be interesting to see what the team is going to look like when they lose the
Yeah,
guy.
Isaac probably
Um,
go in the summer.
we'll see.
So moving on to the Premier League,
Mm,
we'll start off with the big match of the weekend, the London Derby, which ended up being an appalling game between Arsenal versus Chelsea. It was just boring to watch. Two teams that were Chelsea basically clueless. Arsenal, I don't know what they are playing as well. I don't know what they expect to get playing like this. Madrid will
yeah. I think
definitely
it's easy.
deal with them. But
Uh,
yeah,
I think I
Chelsea,
think I
yeah.
think I think I sense bad blood. I sense the tone of a bitter loser. Because why are you doing? Why are you talking about Real Madrid? About you're trying to analyze a match that is before you're talking about Madrid.
Madrid.
I think the match was also very boring to you
Well,
because
I don't know.
you were on
So
the
was it
receiving side
exciting?
of it.
Was it
So
exciting? Was it exciting for you?
yeah, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic seeing Chelsea without any idea of what was happening in the match. I think it was just basically Petroneto running up and down and having Luis Kelly stifle him. And that was enjoyable to see. You guys didn't even.
So Arsenal
Then
were
you guys were losing and you brought on George. Why did you bring on George to come and do
so
what exactly?
Was Arsenal exciting
I
then?
was baffled.
Well,
I know Arsenal was trying to pick up one or two things, yeah, but I guess they were trying to contain you guys.
the
Great job
difference
doing
the
that.
difference the difference in there is that Arsenal played like a team that had a plan,
Yeah,
and they stuck to their plan. And one of their plans being set pieces, they actually scored with a set piece,
yeah,
right? So they played like a team
Yeah,
with a plan. That wasn't the case for Chelsea. And if I was um if I was the owner of Chelsea and making investments the way he has made investments,
yeah.
I would be very angry with the team, with the boys, with the manager because you have all of these boys, and they are still signing. That's the worry. Chelsea literally signed two players in the last 3 days. 3 days ago,
I
they
smell
signed two players.
jealousy. I smell
No,
jealousy.
wait, calm down, calm down, calm down. Chelsea signed two players in the last 3 days.
Yes.
A combined fee of about another 100 million or so.
Yeah.
And with that, what are you getting? This is the same club. I just saw Lavia today. They brought in Lavia in the second half today. Chelsea paid Chelsea paid 50 million or so for Lavia.
Yeah.
And when Lavia was coming in, the commentator said this is his 35th league game. 35.
Yeah.
35 league games for this boy. It's not that the 35 league game is not for Chelsea. This guy has been playing football for Southampton. So how much game have he played for? Has he played for Chelsea? You know, every now and then injury.
Is it
You
Lavia?
have a
Lavia is a
luxury.
different case. Lavia
No,
is
no,
injury
I'm
prone.
no, I'm trying to let you see the broader picture of how bad,
No, the brother
how
picture. There's
how
no
badly how
picture,
badly business has
brother. That
gone
no,
here.
no, 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 no.
No.
The
Wait,
the box stop. The box stops at Maresca.
You know, they
Maresca.
allow pundit talk.
Maresca. The box. I no, no. I won't allow
it's a
you to.
bias. It's a bias
No,
Chelsea fan. So it's
I
against.
won't allow you. I won't allow you peddle misinformation.
He's a biased Chelsea fan.
So
There's no.
are you saying that Maresca has
You
been
still have
brilliant?
misinformation. That's
No,
I'm
no, no.
I'm
that's
not saying
solid.
what if you want to listen, if you want to
No,
hear
no,
what I want to say,
no, yeah, I'm asking the
tell you
question.
what I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to say.
yeah.
So
Allow the
it's
pundit
is
to
is is
speak.
bad business. It's bad business. That's the point I'm making. And he shouldn't be going at me saying that I'm jealous. I'm making missing because it's not misinformation. Now I'm telling you this because
Yeah,
I have similar issues. Wait,
so
I have similar issues at Man United,
yeah,
and you've not even seen anything. I've seen Shege with my eyes as a Man United
yeah.
fan in the past
So
year.
there's already
So
results
all I'm saying, and in that
for
past
Man
12 years,
United.
you are spending in the past 3 days. I said you spent close to 100 million. You signed two young players.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that I had I had people running my club, people that don't know anything about football, running Manchester United for about 10 years,
yeah,
making decisions,
yeah,
you know. So you want to go back to the drawing board. And I mean, you see what's going anyway. Eventually, when we get to Manchester United, maybe we can talk
yeah,
about some of the things. The I news, the new guys that came in, they are telling you that they want to re-engineer the management,
yeah,
re-engineer the structure of the club, and all of that. Try to see if things will work out. But you know that it's things happening up there
yeah,
that is going to reflect what you are doing, whether you
yeah,
like it or not. So
yeah.
you don't say that the buck stops at
Yeah,
at
it's fair
Marescas.
enough. It's fair enough to say that Chelsea are doing bad business, but that their investment or whatever they are doing is not going to work. But if to say that it doesn't work without seeing, like, you need to give it time. You can't just say it doesn't work after you've not given it time. Like, if after 5 years now, or maybe 5 years from whenever they came in, Chelsea is still doing back and forth, then you can say, oh, so and so person. Yes, we've had bad businesses. Even the best teams have had bad business. Liverpool that is topping the league bought Chiesa. Chiesa have spent the whole time on bench. So you get bad businesses. That's part of. But the whole the whole ethos of, like, the way Chelsea, it might not work. I'm not saying, I'm not here telling you that, oh, buying young kids will work, but I can also say that buying young kids will not work, because you need to give it time. Then after you give it time, because me, I would prefer them going to buy already made player. Go and buy, see Newcastle bought Tonali. You already know what you're getting from this person. You're not going to get someone you don't know what you're getting from them. So I would have preferred them going to buy already made players and then put in the team. That all this money we're spending, it would have
Are
been
you?
a
Can I just let me ask you as a Chelsea fan?
yeah.
You know, are you happy with Maresca's work?
No, so now that when you now leave the board and come to Moresca, I'm not happy with Moresca. So now you can have a go at Moresca, because Moresca is doing the job now.
Ah, why? I don't understand.
Moresca,
Why aren't you happy with Maresca? What did he what
I feel Moresca can do more.
With what he has,
Yes, I feel he can do more, but
and he
no,
has about how many billions worth of players.
no. I feel like he can do more, not with the personnel, like not like with the personnel, but with the ingenuity, like being able to, like, figure something out on the spot. But then again, he doesn't have the experience, so I won't blame him that much. It's not as if like he's been. If it was like, if we went for someone like Luis Enrique, this someone that has already been around for a long time. He knows, like, he's seen bad times. He's seen Maresca is literally learning about bad times as he's doing now, and he's learning of something that he can tap into maybe in the next season or the next 2 seasons.
So in your opinion, the 5 years you mentioned, he said you want us to judge the team after 5 years. In your opinion and your suspicions, you don't think Maresca will be there in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years,
Yes, do you
who
think
knows?
Maresca will still be your coach in the next 5 years?
It depends on his
It
performance now.
depends on his performance. He has to
So
perform.
if you repeat this kind of performance
That
next
depends on his performance. Yeah.
season,
If he repeats it next season,
yeah, what do you think will happen with him?
then he will go.
He will
That
go.
it depends on if he finishes top 4 now.
That's
But if he
top
finishes
four.
top 4 with
Top
it,
four. Top four is a good point. It's a good achievement now. So that, but what I'm saying is, you can judge Moresca
it's not going to be one
individually,
next season. I
but
bet he won't
judging the
win it.
project, the whole project needs to be done at a longer term period. That's what I feel. I'm not saying I'm right though. I'm not saying like, oh, for this must work or this must not work or this like genius. We don't. Nobody knows. You can say it's a bad business now, and then in the next 3 years, you now see Chelsea being unstoppable. You can't say anything again. So you need to wait for.
You know why
Mm.
I'm just picking out questions and asking you about, because honestly, you're talking about projects. For me, I don't feel like Chelsea is working on any project. I will be frank
So
with you.
are you trying to say that there's no project that just no? These players are
What I feel like
scouted. These
what I
players
feel like is a
AI
billionaire.
scouted.
No, a billionaire businessman. No, I'm telling you the truth. I don't see any project with Chelsea. I don't see a project. That's not how you don't go.
It's like AI scouted.
No, you don't go spending billions and millions in the summer, and then in January you're already loaning players to come and help you out.
But
No,
all those things, are you saying it from a
that's not
business point
project.
of view, or are you saying it from a footballing point of view? Where
What
are you
I'm saying,
coming from?
what I'm seeing is that I'm seeing a businessman that took over Chelsea,
Yeah,
a huge businessman. Maybe he lost some aspects of Chelsea and some aspect of football, and he's doing things to suit himself what he likes.
yeah.
So, and we've seen this thing before.
So you say there's
Remember
no direction.
there is no project. If you are talking like you told me earlier that you just like what Arsenal is doing. Arsenal is trying to build something with it, and Arsenal, you can see Arsenal is consistent. If Arsenal have a core, people that have project, they have core of a team that they keep. So next
Yeah.
season,
So
those people are there. So
we're trying to build a spine, isn't it?
for like 4 or 5 years now, Arteta, since Arteta was there, he has kept like a core of a team with him. No matter what you say, no matter how you criticize him, he wants to keep this core of this
Yeah,
team.
Moresca
So
will
he
keep some
make
core now.
additions on the other side. I can't say this is not the same for Chelsea. Chelsea is too erratic, and this is not the first time it's happening.
No, I
You
think
see a player
they've
today,
taken a new turn following Moresca's appointment. They've taken a new turn, but we can dwell on Moresca's or Chelsea's matter for a long time. That's a very ongoing. It's an ongoing. So,
an ongoing discourse, but
yeah.
don't make it look at. Honestly, I don't see it as a project. There's nothing project worthy about
So
Chelsea.
if Chelsea get top 4 this season, would you say the project is kicking on, or it's just business as usual?
It's business as usual for Chelsea because it's not a project.
So what do you think will happen next summer then?
What I think will happen next summer.
Yeah.
If Chelsea manage and find themselves in top 4 this season,
yeah,
and after next season, Maresca doesn't like compete for the league at least, contend
no,
at least
after
come to
you mean next season contend?
Yes. If he doesn't contest,
You
he's going to
expect
get
Chelsea to contend for the
guys
league
contended for a bit now.
for
No,
next season?
they didn't contest.
Next
They will tell
season
that
now.
they didn't contest.
No, wait.
I'm telling you that it's going
You
to
have
don't
high
want
hopes
to.
for Chelsea.
Wait,
I
don't
don't
understand.
know.
Wait, excuse me.
You expect
Wait,
Chelsea
I don't
to
understand.
challenge?
You're not going to contend for the league next season, you?
No, expectation. I
Yes, now.
obviously I want them to contend, but it's not an expectation.
Wait.
Like I go into the season like expecting Arsenal
What are your
to contend.
expectations? What are your expectations for the club?
Let me tell you something. You see, Todd Bowley, the owner of that team,
Yeah.
just don't be surprised
Yeah.
if Maresca doesn't finish in top 4. That guy might not see the next season.
No. So let me give you some of the insights of what is happening in Chelsea. The first few years.
No, they are building a project
the
now.
first 2 years.
You're going to leave him.
The first 2 years was
Chelsea is not.
Bowley.
Have you heard that?
Bowley.
You know that. Wait, do you know that players like Disasi that currently plays on loan
Yeah.
with Disasi will be leaving at the end of next season. When did you buy Disasi?
No, it's not about when we bought him.
No, I'm
It's
telling you
about he's
because
no
you are
longer
not
part of the
moving-
project.
You are not moving like a club that has a project.
So now that's why
You've been
I wanted
erratic and you are still erratic.
let me explain
You
to
signed
you.
2 players in 3 days.
Let me explain to you.
You have Modric that have not played football for God knows how long.
Do you want
You
me
have
to explain
so
to
many
you?
players scattered everywhere.
Do you want me to explain to
That
you?
doesn't look like a project.
So
You are
first,
still calling. You took Sancho on loan. I don't understand. After the money you spent.
calm down. I know you want 3-0. But take it down a notch. Take it down a notch.
I'm telling you how it is with you. I'm telling you.
I wanted to explain to you. I want to explain to you why that's what you're saying. So the first 2 seasons, I think it was Todd Bowley that was in charge, and he was the one that did the spray signing of Sterling, even Enzo Fernandez, Fafana. So all those big names, or like all those signings that we did in the first initial stage, was done by Todd Bowley. Then after that, after 2 years, Ed Barley and the other corporate part of the owners, now decided that Chelsea are going in a new direction, and now we're only signing players that are young. So I think there was a cap of under 25. It's just because we did badly the other season, so they now decided to get Tosin. So it was under 25 that we started. So now they're now signing young players. That's why they're signing any small wonder kid. So, and also bear in mind, this money that they are telling you that they're signing players, they don't just pay the money immediately. And if you look at the contract, this contract that amortized over 7 years, the money that is leaving Chelsea
doesn't matter.
The money, if you want to pay it in 50
Doesn't
years,
matter.
you still pay the money.
The problem is this.
We pay the money. I'm telling you from a business point of view, because I'm not really concerned about the business part, because that's not, as a fan, I'm not fanning Chelsea for their accounts to be the best in the world. I'm fanning them to give me wins, trophies, or the pitch.
Trophies.
So the model have changed from what it was before. That was why they sacked Pochettino, because Pochettino did not buy into the model, because Pochettino was adamant on keeping Gallagher. He wanted to keep Gallagher, but the board wanted to sell Gallagher for pure profit so that they can amortize and buy Felix that we bought. We just bought him because we needed to sell Gallagher.
Messi is too erratic for a project. You even reminded me of Felix. You are reminding me of players that don't forget. You say you are doing projects.
No.
Chelsea fans work now. Like just today, that they read news, they use the console themselves.
No. You know why?
I don't know this much about my club.
He's hot. You know why he's hot. You know why Ekene is hot. It's because
I'm reading everything that you're reading every paper. You're reading every paper that party work.
They just go outside the player.
Yeah, Kwenda. Are you still hot from Kwenda?
You guys they read newspaper like mad.
You know, we were looking at Garnacho. We were looking at Garnacho. You guys were happy. This January window, we were looking at Garnacho. You guys were jumping up and down. Oh, come and take Garnacho. Take Garnacho. You didn't know we were eyeing Kwenda. You didn't know we were eyeing Kwenda.
If Man United had reduced the price for Garnacho will be playing for Chelsea now. And tell me, how is that a project?
No.
What's your plan? How projects have a plan? What do you have a plan? Is there any player?
That's the truth now.
The more you look, the less you see. That's how.
But Chelsea could have signed Garnacho immediately now. I didn't believe there was a deal there. Chelsea could have signed Garnacho with speed.
They will sign him.
But
once the deal is viable,
Garnacho is better than anything that's on my left wing at the moment.
Oh, even when
we're just saying that your guys are going to sign him.
Man United.
You didn't want Sancho. It's not like Sancho was like your apple of your eye. Yeah. He's the next best thing to left wing that we have after since we didn't have because Modric is caught up in a drug business.
I think you know what? I think this has morphed into a battle of the lower league boys.
It's just a battle of Chelsea.
Okay,
Not
okay.
like
Let's
Let
literally.
me
move on.
put Chelsea,
Let's move
Literally
on.
like
Chelsea v
Let's
Manchester United,
let's
please.
move on. Let's move
the,
on.
come
Let's
on.
move on
The thing I
to
like about Chelsea is
yeah.
that Chelsea do a lot of erratic businesses, and there's nothing like project, trust me. But they do these things because I don't think they have some kind of organized management. So is an individual or maybe sometimes a group of individuals trying to find success. And the way they move, Chelsea will really stay without a trophy in like 4 years straight. They
Yeah,
will keep spending,
yeah.
they will keep signing, they will keep. I'm telling you that if Maresca does not finish in top four, they might sack him in this
No, he's
August.
not getting sacked. But if he gets
No,
Europe,
Maresca,
If he doesn't get
is
sacked, if he doesn't
the
get
stuff
sacked,
is this. The stuff is this. I feel
if he doesn't contest for the league next season, he will definitely get sacked. And Chelsea will keep moving in the next 2, 3, 4 years. Now they have to win a trophy. And if Maresca is not moving in
I'm
that,
not against that. I'm not against
no,
that.
no. I don't think the trophy. I don't think Chelsea is. I don't think Chelsea is looking for a trophy for himself. For to like sign players or do their project. I think it's become. I think everybody in the Premier League. I think the what you're speaking about was the days of Abramovich, who was more of a fan than an owner of a club.
mm,
So I think that's when that ended. Chelsea is now trying to follow the status quo,
Arsenal
just like
model.
Arsenal. Just like the Arsenal model, building Shredo, and if they don't win a trophy, they just you see what they're now looking at is data-based progress. All these. Okay, how much of this did we do this season? How much did you do in the last season? How much are we going to compare it to what we are going to project to do in next season? All these little data sheets that
so
doesn't make any sense
that that's
in winning
that's
trophies,
actually
but
that's actually
that's what it's become.
data driven football business. That's what it looks like on paper. But when you look into the logic of it, you see that it's not what it is.
But
This is a
how come all of you guys don't like you're questioning Chelsea's model pattern, but some people still think Chelsea will carry the Premier League before Arsenal. How
that
come?
I personally, yes, exactly. That's why I'm telling you that I like I can bash Arsenal fans anytime, any day, because I know that come next season, said they won't still deliver. I know. But Chelsea will still carry the trophy before them. I know. Because because Chelsea is not into what Arsenal is doing. They are two different. You can't tell me that Chelsea is doing.
I think
Chelsea is
I
not
think Chelsea have. I think
doing. You
Chelsea
can't
has
tell
slowly morphed into that, though.
no,
Yeah,
I,
I think
no.
I think Chelsea
with the
has slowly
players we
morphed into
have,
that.
we should be doing better. That's why I'm blaming Moresca at some point. But I'm not saying in terms of winning the league. No, not winning the league. You see the fall off this season. Man United 14th. Are you guys 13th now? I don't know. See Spurs losing against Fulham. It's appalling. But moving on, let's move on to Manchester United. It looks like you guys have hit a good patch of form. Bruno Fernandes being the old Bruno, orchestrating things. It seems the Amorim way. And also, Steven, you had a take on Amorim. Is that still the same? Are you still saying Amorim is flattering the Manchester
Yeah,
United
yeah.
fans?
I am not. I have not wavered. I think more and more Manchester United fans are beginning to come around. They have been. Everybody has been about. Okay, Amorim just came in. Amorim is going to be needing time. That's Eric Ten Hag left a shit load of problems. Everybody has to, give Amorim time and stuff. But right. I think in the grand scheme of things, when you're looking at the clubs that are falling off, I think you see that Manchester United are the only ones with actual players. When you look at Tottenham, when you look at Chelsea, when you look at these teams now that are falling below par, you can see that Manchester United actually has football players, or had before they started, dropping off Rashford and the rest of them, are players that have actually been on this stage, played on this stage, like the likes of Casemiro, Ericsson. And I feel if Amorim was a good coach, I'm not saying you should win the league or maybe challenge for top four, but at least play a kind of football that is even reasonable. How can you be struggling against Southampton and Ahmed is scoring 9 minute hat trick and everybody's happy? I don't understand. It goes beyond me. So I see that pattern of play, and I've seen it from him. And I just think that the guy is generally not that great. But I think it's yet to see. Everybody is saying give him this season, that by the beginning of next season, then you can judge him. I judged him last year. So it's now for us to see whether he's going to prove me wrong.
Right. So what do you think? Yeah, this your cost to bear. So give give us your thoughts as a Mancunian.
If as a young boy you try to follow young girls and you are going after young girls and young girls show you shege after shege, shege after shege, at some point you become immune to young girls, you become numb to young girls. Even if they go naked, you don't see them, you don't react anymore. So I'm saying this because we are coming from a very far place as a club, Man United.
So
We've seen
no standards.
Shege. So this is a club that has had the best of coaches post Alex Ferguson. Obviously, we had Moyes when Ferguson retired. Within that period, now we've had Jose Mourinho, had Van Gaal, we've had we've had coaches that have something upstairs, but they didn't work out.
Yeah.
So we all know, at least we have an idea why they haven't all worked out, because you can't tell them that they came to Man United and then turn bad coaches. No, it's because of the management we talked about earlier. About Ed Woodward and all of those that Arnold that were mismanaging the club. They didn't understand anything about football. So that very much has been attributed to that.
So with what of the new ownership now? They've come in. Have they steadied the ship? Do you think things will start moving forward from here?
To be fair, I think they came in, and this is not to sound like APC. They've came in, they met a mess.
Okay.
Mess created by PDP.
Right.
So they are trying to clear things. I have to be fair to them. And remember, the master orchestrator of all this rubbish nonsense that's been happening, they are still in charge. The Glazers are still in charge of Man United. The Onions only have stake, so they don't have all the power to do everything. But good enough, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is telling you that these guys,
they've given them administrative rights.
yes, to do whatever they want in the football of that, but they still reserve the overall rights to say no.
Of course.
So is we have to give them time to see what they are up to. But so far, they've made moves, they've made mistakes. They made huge mistake with the Hag. They have admitted self that it was a huge mistake.
It was a no-brainer.
So they've made mistakes. We've seen that. But with Amorim as a coach, we know where he came from. I'm a fan of coaches.
Yeah, fan of Wenda.
Yes, I'm a fan of coaches. I like coaches because coaches they bring ideas. It's fascinating to watch teams and find out that is this guy's brain that is making these guys work like this. Amorim is in a very difficult position. This guy was offered this job. He said yes, he would like to coach Manchester United. Of course, it's a big club and it's going to earn a lot of money. But can I please start this job at the beginning of next season? And he said no. You have to start now. It's now or never in the middle of the season. You are the Premier League to come and compete with the likes of City, and not just City itself. You have other clubs springing up. Aston Villa, Bournemouth, everybody's doing well. The only teams that are not doing well in the Premier League is always the last three that are going for relegation. Every other person is powering. Every day of the league is war. And you threw this guy into this league, the guy is struggling. But
no, but what you've seen, so leaving all the circumstances surrounding his appointment, what you've seen from his tactical acumen, from like the way he set up the team, do you think there's something there? Because like from Maresca now, I think Maresca is not there, but there's something there. So do you think there's something there for?
What I'm coming to, because I needed to highlight the situations where the guy found himself so that you don't judge him unfairly. I think this guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing because, and he has understood something about coaching. You know, you know what, you know what killed Ten Hag's career at Man United.
Did he have one?
Of course, Ten Hag was a successful coach before he came to Man United.
No. I said at
Ten Hag,
Man. You
Ten
said
Hag,
at Man United. Now he never
Ten
had
Hag
any
was,
at Man
yeah.
United. He was.
Listen, Ten Hag was playing
Oh,
a brand of football that was so
But he won 2 trophies now. I
yeah,
don't understand. Ten Hag will
Ten
have a
Hag
great
was
what
good
career,
is
before Man
trophy?
great
United.
stay in Manchester
What
United.
is trophy? Trophy, you pack boss and use counter attack and win. Does that reflect what your progress?
Trophy is trophy now.
No,
Trophy is
you don't
trophy. At
measure.
least if you look back at his record, you
You
could
don't,
see that he won a
that's not how
trophy.
you measure. That's not how you measure a team you are working on. No, trophy is just there for the prize, but it's nothing to compare to. So forget
I
trophy.
guess
All
I
I'm saying,
guess I think Arsenal fans will disagree with you, but yeah, I can hear you though.
no, there is no genuine. You don't make genuine progress if you don't play. If you don't play good and then start winning trophies, trophies
So
can always. So
what's
what I'm
yeah,
saying about
yeah,
Amorim is
yeah,
unlike Ten Hag that came in,
yeah.
Ten Hag started playing to suit what he has,
All
and
right.
that's what failed him. And they sat him down on an interview and said, Ten Hag, what happened to the football you were playing when we signed you? He said no, that he doesn't have highest players at Man United. So
Is literally have the whole Netherlands,
get to
in your squad.
likes of Weghorst and so he come down to Amorim. Amorim has been insisting. People have been telling, why not play to the strength of the players you have at least so that you keep winning matches. He's telling you that what's the point of winning matches now? And then in the long run, you end up, it's just like the trophies you are talking about. You win trophy and then that is it. Where are you going from there? So this guy has an idea. It's the way he knows how to play football with wing backs. He's telling you that it's going to take time and that the team is going to suffer. And you are seeing that the team is suffering. That's what he said. That's the plan. The team is going to suffer to get better. People are going to learn their positions. Because if you start the 3-5-2, the 3-5-2 or 3 with the wing back, 3-4-3 with wing backs, whatever you're going to play, these guys, they are not familiar with these positions. They look lost most of the times playing in these positions, you know. But with time and training and matches, and they'll start getting fit to it. And then the coach can be able to implement whatever ideas he has, because this is what he knows how to do. And this is actually why he was signed. This is why they signed him. They didn't sign him to come and start playing 4-4-2. He was not playing 4-4-2. They signed him because he was playing with wing backs, and you are telling him to change. That means you sack him at the end of next season now, because he's not
But
going to.
is it good enough though? Is like let's take for instance, he has all his players now. Do you think he's good enough for the Premier League? Don't because you might answer me now and say he did it in Sporting. For the Premier League, is he good enough to bring? Does he have that killer instinct to bring success to Manchester
I think,
United?
I think he does. I think he does because
Oh,
I'm following him very closely. Even his matches, I try to watch all our matches these days. I don't care if we lose matches, but I'm looking for some certain things. You don't have to lose match. Sometimes like we've just beaten Leicester today 3-0 this
everybody
evening.
beats Leicester now.
But that match, the match this evening is
That's not a close.
we didn't play anything because Leicester didn't even turn up.
Yeah, everybody
They
beats
didn't turn up.
Leicester.
It's just like they were there handing us goals and they didn't
Yeah,
even mark
Leicester.
us. So you don't judge, you can't even judge. And Amorim will be honest to tell you that also. He's telling you, he will tell you sometimes that some matches that we lost, we made more progress in those matches than the one we
He's
lost.
a very honest guy.
So he understands what needs to be done, you know. So let's cut him some crap. Let him have his players, you know. Man United is not in a good financial position at the moment, so I don't think he will get all the players at once. But you have a
Because
few by summer.
the reason why they're not in a good financial position is because they decided to sign the whole Netherlands for Ten Hag.
That's Edudo and Richard Arnold. That's
Was
how
it?
they.
No, it was the new. It was the new guys. It
Sorry.
was Ineos. It was Ineos this last summer. It was Ineos that were signing all those players for Ten Hag.
No. What Ineos signed, players that Ineos signed was
Delete
the
Netherlands.
Ogate,
Zexi
Zek,
Netherlands.
and what's his name?
Zegeze.
Zexi now.
They were four of them.
Euro.
Then Euro from France, you know. So yes, those are. I mean, and they were
Euro.
signing. Yes.
Uh-huh.
But Ten Hag
Who is
because
that
of
guy
issue.
that dealt with you?
Suleimani.
Is it you
So
guys saw Dogu?
guys,
What's his name
Is it
now? Is it what's
you guys
this?
cut
Dogu?
some crap, and let's see how he goes on with the team. That
Yeah,
So what's your
yeah,
expectation next
yeah.
season then? Next season for Manchester United. What's your
I
expectations?
mean, I think my expectation would be steady football.
Well, like in terms of results, the table place finish in the table.
If you are going
Can't
to,
see that.
and we are Man United, if you are going to spend money on players, I expect you to make top four.
So you're expecting top four next season?
Yes. Yes.
If you spend money on players, I think
Yes.
that clause is in this. They don't.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. I kind of relate to what you're saying in the sense of him playing his game and doing all that. But I think after that layer of him getting to play his game and
He will
maybe
get to
getting the
play his
players
game.
he
That's the
wants,
problem. The thing is that he will get to play
that's the
some.
stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like after that first layer of him getting to finally play his game,
Is it good
I think
enough?
it will now come to the question: is exactly is it good enough? And I keep saying this over conversations that I think this incessant approach to work with the younger kids, I don't think it's going to be, because you could see it work out for Chelsea, because Chelsea went, just trying to like get everybody that existed in the transfer market, and then they fell on Cole Palmer, and they were like, revelation and all that. So I think except Manchester United does that for all the positions that this guy wants, I think he's going to come to a very, very strange realization that the Premier League
Yeah.
comes with top class. Because Pep Guardiola is obviously, so imagine what Guardiola did in the January transfer window. Imagine Mamouche, Nico Gonzalez, all these boys. Even when you see them play, you could see that give them time, they are going to cook. It's not a debate. I imagine Rodri coming back and all that good stuff, bruh. This is not a league where you snooze or maybe you nah. Even Arsenal itself has quality boys right now, and they are still not even up to par. This season is actually one off. If Liverpool wins this league, this is like one of those just
Bonus.
seasons where maybe massive bonus, exactly a bonus season. So I think what teams need to be before they start making contentions for top four,
The standards are
I
high.
think
The
it's
standards, the points you need to finish with.
they
So
are very high. Yeah.
it seems like you obviously have a case against Amorim. So I want to know, what have you seen with Amorim that have made you say, okay, this guy is not it, this guy is not up to it? What have you seen?
Okay. So first off, I think I've seen the fact that Amorim does not have the ability to work with these older players or players that have ego,
Experience.
right? Even the likes of Alex Ferguson when he was in his prime, he still had players that he didn't fuck with. People like Eric Cantona, he didn't mess with those players. People like who else was in the team where even if Patrick Evra is crying, you don't play joke with those players. You're able to give them that respect because you know that these are the guys that will deliver the goods, right? Van Persie, Ronaldo. So I feel these new boys they don't have the ability to work with these older guys. That's why you see Eric Ten Hag immediately he came in, every senior player hit the bench. Rashford went on a lala leave. That's number one.
No,
Then
before
second, okay.
before you go to number two, very one. No, this very one. There's a thin line. There's a very thin line between coaches giving due respect to players because of your abilities and ceding your authority as a coach to players.
Yes, there is that.
No
There is that.
no successful coach, no successful coach ever anywhere ever cede control to a player. Be you, even if you are Messi, they won't hand. Anyway, remove Messi. Messi is different. They won't hand control to you for any reason. You
Messi is
mentioned
a coach.
you mentioned Sir Alex Ferguson.
Hazard saved his house coach said, but I can hear you.
You mentioned Sir.
Mikel Obi and John Terry is a coach.
You know, no, I'm telling you something because
Yes.
that's why I told you I'm a fan of coach. See, player power is rubbish for me. It's rubbish. You can't be. There should be a head of a group, and the coach is the head. Is that what happens? So even if you are 10-time Ballon d'Or winner, you are under that coach, and you should listen to the coach.
Yeah.
Now I understand there are concessions sometimes for special players. You want to have them in team and do their bid, but even then, they should also realize that they are working under you.
Yes.
Sir Alex Ferguson. Let me quickly tell you sorry how Roy Keane stopped playing for Manchester United. Roy Keane is a very, you know him now. He's even till today, so if he's this one. So if we lost a match then against Nottingham Forest. This guy went about granting interviews saying that his team was rubbish. The whole team didn't play anything, So he came back after the match. After the interview, he came back. Ferguson asked him, "Why did you have to go and give such interview? Why?" And he was telling Ferguson, "Didn't you see that the players were playing rubbish, including myself, this one, we are not giving anything." Ferguson said, "You don't have to do that." And because of the way he is, he was contesting with Ferguson. Ferguson said, "Okay," and left him. So the next morning, they came for training. Ferguson went into the room where the boys were. He told them that they will not see the captain today because the captain will no longer play for this club. And that was the end of Roy Keane. The same thing he did with David Beckham. The way read about how David Beckham went to Real Madrid. So you can never disrespect. So if Amorim have come to a team and Sancho for some reason, or Garnacho or Rashford, who are you? How many goals do you give to Man United in a season? Wait, how many goals does in the actual sense? What do you contribute to the team?
I think exactly that's the point, right? I think yes, you could see Alex Ferguson having fallout with certain players. But first off, you have to understand that Alex Ferguson can do that first because he's Alex Ferguson.
No, I'm telling you, Alex Ferguson.
Number two,
Alex Ferguson. I'm also going to tell you because I'm telling you that coaches, if you want to be a successful coach, you don't take these things from players. These
coaches you're referencing were already great coaches before they came in. This number one. But number two is this.
No, you don't have to be great before if you become a coach today. That should be one of your cardinal principles. When Guardiola was promoted from Barcelona B team to manage Barcelona, the players he had issues with, they were top. They were even any people didn't know who Guardiola was. These were Samuel Eto'o. He said, "Samuel Eto'o, he cannot play football for me." Yaya Toure was the same case. They all had to leave eventually, So as a coach, you have to take your stand. It's not about. You don't have to be. Once you know what a coach means. Do you know what it means to be a coach? A coach is that you are coaching a group.
I think there's always a fine balance in between.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a fine balance. This Sancho, because some players are very stupid, and I must say, I'm happy to see Sancho fail at Chelsea because he's
not failing at Chelsea.
Okay, no worry.
Not failing at Chelsea.
He's not failing at Chelsea. I don't get what you're saying.
He's not failing at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I see. The thing is,
he's not had any fallout. He's not had any fallout with
Chelsea, with Sancho. With Chelsea, you have to understand that Manchester United definitely did something wrong with Sancho. Sancho was pursued by Manchester United for more than how many seasons? Every freaking transfer window, you guys are chasing Manchester Sancho. And then you bring Sancho in at the prime of his career. He was just fresh off of Dortmund, bang on form, and all of a sudden, Sancho is nowhere to be found. I think you have to give some reps to the insistent destruction of careers of players that Manchester United has orchestrated in the last 5 years, and bring it down to something that you guys are doing wrong, rather than saying that those players are
even Sancho went back and won Champions League.
Sanchez,
Champions League final.
So, he went
Champions League finals.
Yeah.
So no, I think you have to give credence to some quality work you guys are doing at Manchester United in the act of languishing careers.
Out there is a jungle. Careers.
Even Anthony. See Antonio.
The coaches.
No. Particularly about this Manchester United. There's something you guys are doing in that club that I can't relate to. Even Cristiano Ronaldo. Is unbelievable.
Listen to me.
I have to give it to you guys.
Playing for Manchester United is not easy. It's difficult. It's difficult playing for.
Not the only one in England now.
No, No. That's the thing.
Some people
That's the
have
thing.
won 14 Champions League. Them,
Besides
they don't even have up to 6, I mean 7.
I
How
don't
many do
know
you guys
why they
have?
are. What, like, it's crazy. I think you guys should also try to look at that
Yeah,
as
I think.
another facet.
See,
Because at this
two
point, I
things
genuinely
can be
think that Manchester
correct.
United cannot have an A-class player in their club. I don't
Two
think so.
things can be correct. It can be that Sancho had a behavior that was not
Yes.
particularly good at that point, but also that does not exempt Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag from being wrong. I think both players can be wrong.
no. Ten
Not even only Eric Ten Hag.
Hag was not wrong. He wasn't wrong.
Was he also not wrong with Ronaldo?
He was not wrong with Ronaldo. What the fuck? What? How was he wrong with Ronaldo? How can you be?
Where is he? Where is he
so-
now? Where is he now?
How can you be
Wow.
a
Where
player
is he
to come on a player that he should go and become a coach now? Why is he a player? He should come in. He should come. Man, you should sign him as a coach so that he makes the decision instead of Ten Hag making the decision. Ten Hag should be the player while Ronaldo becomes the coach. No, this is
exactly. This I think this right here. I think right here is the reason why I think Amorim will also fail.
You are telling me.
Yeah.
I think we are yet to see that episode.
Man U is a very huge
That's
club.
the episode I'm waiting for next up.
No, let me tell you, Man United is a very huge club. Every step you take as a player is scrutinized. I'm telling you because you don't understand. These guys that bought Man United, they said they went to one part of Asia. They went to one part of Asia. They didn't know that even people existed. Not to even talk of people coming out to welcome Man United. Man United is so big that to play for Man United is so difficult. You can see Anthony do well wherever, Real Betis or anything. Close to the get size. He's there doing well, playing in his own skin. That's fine.
So if someone is not doing well in Man United, it means the environment is not favorable.
Because of how big the club is. That
So people that play, are you bigger than Madrid? Are you bigger than Madrid? Are you bigger than
I
Madrid?
don't understand. That's the problem. Man U is not that. What is Man U about?
Are you bigger than
Who
Madrid?
is Manchester United? Do you know even Chelsea itself is big? What's that?
No. Are you bigger than Madrid?
Chelsea is not as big as Man United.
Are you bigger than Madrid?
What do you mean? Am I bigger than Madrid?
That does not have any bearing.
I want to know now. Are you bigger than Madrid?
You're not bigger than Madrid now.
How many viewership?
You're not bigger than Madrid now. You cannot be bigger than Madrid.
So when you in your in your calculation of bigness, is the only viewership that you use for it? If you
I'm telling
viewership,
is global reach.
So that's what you mean.
Real Madrid has more money.
Global reach.
So call it global reach now. That doesn't mean you're bigger than Madrid, please.
I'm big.
If I collected
Madrid, you're not bigger than Madrid.
If
Madrid has more money.
You're not bigger than Madrid.
If I collect
Madrid has more money
from
than
you, if I collect Quenda from you, does it mean that I'm bigger than you? No. No. So I cannot just bring down one criteria, one parameter, and use it and judge the bigness.
I think there's something people need to understand. Coaches, judge of teams.
I understand. Yes, that's true.
Sancho, remember there was a time Sancho was missing at Man United.
I agree. I agree.
For 3 months, Ten Hag asked him to go and sort himself out. This guy was on close to 300,000 pounds every week. He was still being paid.
Yeah.
And then he went out.
Are you guys not still paying
him
now?
Are
you guys not still paying him now?
We are paying him now.
Pay him now.
He's giving you assist.
Hold on.
I'm still paying him. You are paying him. So you can't if you start giving him.
I think according to word on the street, right here, Manchester United, Real Madrid and Barcelona have more reach than Manchester United, by the way. But
I don't. No, it's only in England that they think they are.
No, the thing is.
Let's not go into the argument. I don't.
No, it's an argument you can go into. You can't compare.
United, someone is 13th. Someone is 13th in the league. No, we can. And they just won Leicester City.
No.
And all of a sudden,
we are not. I just wanted to clear the fact that Madrid and Barcelona are bigger than you.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are 15th or 13th, or it doesn't matter. If you are big, is that you are big.
Your name is Big Ed.
So you can't say you can't say
Omo,
that Sancho
I
went to.
guess you
No,
guys
no, but
will need a bigness. You guys will need a bigness reducer
no.
just to get these players playing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you are bringing down failure to use players down to bigness, and because if you take
Yeah.
every step like
Oh,
that's unacceptable.
Fernandez is
I think as a
doing
Man U
well.
fan, you shouldn't also accept that.
Yeah,
we not big.
I think you
Fernandez
shouldn't
is
also
doing
accept that
well.
as a
We are we
Manchester
And
not big
United
under
player.
Ferguson. Didn't we have players playing football? What
so
are you saying?
that's what I'm saying.
It's not about.
Fernandez
See, you
is
have
So
doing
to.
what is
well.
happening? That's
Is the
exactly
scrutiny?
that's the
That's
point.
the question.
Exactly,
You have
that's
to
the point.
fit in. So you don't say I have to reduce my bigness to be able. You have to fit in as a player. You have to grow up and match what is demanded of you. Look at Fernandez.
So are you trying to say
Fernandez,
that Sancho is not fitting in Abi what? Sancho was already playing Dortmund, playing quality football. He was already a big name
obviously,
before you guys bought him.
he
So
didn't
what is
perform
the
for
fitting
Man
in that is there
United.
that is not?
Sancho played for us for how long? Sancho didn't score up to
See, the
5
problem
goals.
is why is everybody not performing? Why is everybody not performing? Marshall just has all this tweak in, tweak out.
They are
I
not
can't even remember whether Di Maria had a quality, and he was coming from Madrid.
Also,
Casemiro, the same thing.
They are not
still
turning
on
up.
Pogba,
that.
the same thing.
Still on
No,
that. Still
What is
on
the
that. What
problem?
happened to Rashford? What happened to Rashford? Still on the.
See, we have players
Hey,
that did
una
well.
dey
Rashford
damage
did well
career.
for Rashford did well for Manchester. What are you saying?
No, but what's going
Rashford did
on?
well.
So what's going on now? So why is he not still doing
No,
No,
well?
yeah, no,
Is he not
Rashford now homegrown now. Rashford,
He's
whether he
still
did
just
well or
he
he did not do well, we won't even know.
he lost-
Do you know what? We will not even know if Rashford is doing well because of what? He has never played anywhere outside of Manchester United. Rashford might be a champion, a Ballon d'Or contender if he was playing
he
for
could have been
another
like
team.
Kylian Mbappe.
But because of
We
he's
go
in
know.
the shadow of this team that loves to murder careers. I don't know what you guys are doing there in Manchester United, but Paul Pogba is the one that hurts me the most because I love the boy with passion.
we
So I
have
don't
is
know what you guys
management.
are doing.
If you sort out management issues at Man United, things will come good. That's all. That's
That's what you should be preaching. Putting a conducive environment. Not saying that your club is big, so you
bigness.
need to, so nobody
Not
needs
about
to
bigness.
succeed.
It's about the conducive environment.
I'm telling you, my club is big because you are telling me about Anthony and Sancho going back to Manchester United and Dortmund are not the same thing.
That is still not.
You can use your
That's
left leg
management
and
now.
Dortmund
That's management. It's
But
not
you're putting the blame. You're putting the
here.
blame on Sancho. If you're saying that, you're saying that everything is good in Man U, but
Sancho didn't perform.
But that's not true. You're also in the same. You're also in the same breath.
It's because of still the management. It's still the management bracket.
You cannot say two teams that contradict each other.
It was given game time.
You cannot say Sancho is doing well in small clubs.
I think,
and then all of a sudden you say that Man U also need to like.
Is Chelsea a small club? How well is he doing in Chelsea?
It's also a big club. It's too big. That's why he's not.
How many goals?
Based on
He's
your
doing
logic,
better. He's doing better in Chelsea than he did in
logic,
Manchester United.
we are big
What?
now. I said,
He's doing what?
Of course.
He's doing what?
He's doing better than in Chelsea than he ever did in Manchester United now.
Just give me
that's free information.
Is it not 2 goals that he has scored for you people?
No, it's not bad. According to you, playing quality football, because that's what you're looking at entering into next season. With the quality of football that Manchester United has displayed in Chelsea, just even as a sample size against Liverpool, the one I was present and I saw Sancho dismantle my defense, right? You could see him play with some kind of freedom, unlike whatever he did in Manchester United, where you guys will keep him on the wing and he will never cross the ball, he will never do anything, he will just cut back. I never knew what he was doing there, but yes, the quality of football he has expressed in Chelsea is better than what I ever saw in Chelsea in Manchester United.
Sancho is a winger. Sancho is not is not like a midfielder or a defender. You expect a winger to cross the ball, you expect a winger to
some
like
wingers are inside forward.
You are not able to give me the numbers what he has done with this. You are telling me that he's doing what with defense. Chelsea is useless.
But everybody knows.
Why we're on this matter?
Why
we're on this matter?
I'm telling you that Chelsea is sending him back to Man United.
Mason Mount, how far Mason? Because we have Estaval now. Estaval is coming in.
No, you don't have Estaval. Keep Sancho. He's doing well.
Yeah, I think
Estaval is coming in. Wenda is coming in the next year.
Pay that money and keep him.
Kendrick Payet is coming in.
He's better than he ever was in Chelsea now. In Manchester United, that one is
I
that
even
one
watch
is.
again.
Is
No,
that,
no, but can you tell me about Messi Mount? Just while we are still on it. The number seven, your new number seven. Your new number seven.
Injury problems.
And someone here was telling me about Lavia. He was telling me about Lavia playing 35 matches.
Yes, his injury problems. No,
Your number seven.
I said that this podcast will turn into a Chelsea Manchester United boo hanger.
I gave you my honest opinion. About
He's also giving you his honest opinion. Now the honesty be the problem.
No, Mount has injury problem. And it's a bad business for Man United. It's a very bad business. It's lost.
I think
Yeah,
why did Messi Man do that? Why did Messi Man? Because he was a steady outfit in Chelsea.
No, he said he didn't want to the money they were offering him. He wanted a pay grade rise, and we didn't.
I mean the injury stuff. I mean the injury stuff. Like
he was injured.
He literally came out of.
He was injured.
He came out of left field.
That season that Man U signed him, he was injured most of the
season. See, is bad profiling, and you don't even look. I don't even know if Man United scout players to sign. You know, they just like what Chelsea is doing. We
use AI.
Or AI.
Why are you guys going at each other? You can actually say that you guys did bad business without calling Chelsea.
No, that's what Chelsea does. That's the problem.
Too close.
Because Woodward is maybe he likes Mount as a player.
Yeah.
You know, he wants this boy to. He just go and sign him.
Well, let's move on to Tottenham.
Before you signed him, I was struggling to find where Mount will fit in that team.
Number 7.
You carry number 7.
No. I could easily see. No, on a more serious note, I could easily see it.
A very hardworking midfielder.
Yes. I think he would give a lot of space. He will give a lot of space. He will give a lot of space to Bruno Fernandes if he was fit. But I actually was vouching for him because he's a player I actually really love. But I get injuries.
Which system? In which team? Amorim's team or Ten Hag's team?
No, Ten Hag's team now.
Would have given
Bruno more space now.
The first thing is that there are two different types. Like he's not a replacement for Bruno. He can't.
No, he's saying he can't
replace him. Giving him more space. Playing them together will give Bruno more space because Messi Mount is actually a player that does his work rate. I think one thing that you get whenever you're playing Messi Mount is first of all work rate before any other shenanigans or maybe trickery or maybe ability to give you passes and stuff. So if you're playing Messi Mount at his prime, when I watch Messi Mount play football, because I actually was even
thinking that was in a blue shirt. Was that in a blue shirt, right?
Yes, now that's why I told you that I feel the drop off was very, very crazy because I don't think.
but let's leave this. Let's leave this. Let's move on to Ange. Let's end on Ange Postecoglou.
Man's not very bad.
Ange Postecoglou. Let's end on. What's your take on Ange Ekene and Tottenham season so far?
Man, I don't even know what
because you guys are very close in the league, so you.
Honestly.
You might be seeing something. You might be seeing something I'm not seeing.
People are saying.
Oh my God!
I don't sit down. I honestly don't sit down to watch a lot of Tottenham matches. Yeah. But the thing is, I think Postecoglou, I think, is another case of the suspicions you guys are having for Amorim. You know, Premier League, not understanding how tough the league is and all of that.
Yeah, because
I mean, this
he had a good season, isn't it?
gentleman
The first season
went on air last year saying that be 2 years ago that he usually wins in his
in the
second
second
season.
season,
And
yeah, yeah.
as I was looking at him, then I said, "This man, you lack self-awareness. You lack awareness.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what's
That's how we play, mate. That's how we play, mate.
yes." So I think
That's who
is
we are. That's who we are, mate.
I think it's the Premier League for you. You know, so it's
But you
probably
guys
going.
might
Yeah,
meet
I
at
think
you guys might meet at the final though. Final of Europa. It might be Tottenham Man United.
God, just respect yourself, God. God, just respect. Nah, let's just focus and see whether we even start the whole ball first. Move the ball like it's our wing back. Stop saying
I
stop,
think I think
stop
okay,
being
you start making talks about finals and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You don't want to be put that far ahead. I think that's good. Maybe taking it one stage at a time. Yeah, takes on Ange Postecoglou. I think he finished top four. Okay. What did he finish last season?
Top four,
Sixth,
yeah.
right?
It was no
no, it wouldn't. He's not in the
fifth. It was
champion.
fifth. It was fifth, yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth, yeah.
Fifth. Okay. And I think the drop off is very strange. I don't even know why. What happened? What have they been doing all this season? I think they ghosted into this 16th
They
position.
had a lot of
And
injury
I
at some
noticed.
point.
Injury
Oh,
problem.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. You had injury problems. Yeah. Van der Ven. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I
That's
think they were.
problems. Not just Van der Ven.
Yeah,
Every now and then,
yeah. Romero,
Madsen as well.
Romero,
Udogi,
yeah.
Madsen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Even
I think
I
that's.
think
I
Josh
think.
is just coming back as well.
So
I think then
apart from the Premier League touching him, the injury problems are also
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. I think that goes to show. I think that simply just explains the drop off because to go from fifth to this position with the same set of players. I think even with Solanke as well.
No,
Okay, I
he
think the last.
added more. Yeah, he added Solanke. He added.
Yeah, I think it's down to the injuries. That means he should do better next season. There is. I think this is just a fluke, and then he gets back to his
We'll
business
see.
Yeah.
next
All
season.
right. Yeah. So this has been a good pod. Once again, congratulations to Newcastle. I see Man
Yeah.
United is finding their winning boots and hopefully stays that way.
Yeah.
And Chelsea were
Yeah.
pathetic as usual. But who gives?
There,
Who
there,
cares?
there, there is a project in growth. Is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry.
yeah. So
Yeah. Now
let's do,
Nigerian government they build
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Project transformation.
yeah. Let's do this
Yeah,
again.
man.
So again, because this was a very interesting one. This was a good pod.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All
Again.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
very much.
No worries. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Yeah. Right.